Time is on my side, yes it is. Time is on my side, yes it is. Hi, welcome. Hi there. Welcome to Talkers Reviews. Yeah, it's Time Stories. Nope, sorry. It's not Time Stories this time. It's actually another game, Time and Space. In this game, time is essential because you actually use sand timers to do your actions. So thank you to my Patreon supporters who voted this game to be reviewed. And if you would like to affect which game I'm going to review in the future, please check out my Patreon account at patreon.com/Tagras. So thank you so much to my current supporters, and if you can't support me financially, please like and share this video, and yeah, spread to your friends. Okay, so how does this game work? Hello. In this game, Time and Space, you use sand timers to, do actions. So if I want to move this ship, for instance, I will have to click the timer like so on there and indicate where I'm going to go. I can't move it any further now, I can't go back, and I just have to wait until the sand timer runs out. When it runs out, I can lift it up and then move the ship. And all the actions use sand timers the same way. You place it down and you do the action. So that's the game. I still have time. We have nice cubes here. Let's represent all the produce you can make. Still got time. And these tiles here, they can be used to upgrade your ships. You see they have the same design. And they have two sides, you can even upgrade them twice. Still time. We have tokens here, which represent what kind of goods you need. And yeah, you can produce tokens here that others need. So you can do this and produce this one. This time it runs out. And oh, still, oh no, I have more. Oh, okay. So you have two sand timers, and once they're done, you do the action. So in the beginning, you have a lot of time. You flip it over and wait a minute, and yeah, it's 30 seconds. So a lot of time in the beginning, but then you realize when you start to go around the table and meet with your opponents that the time is very essential. Yeah, suddenly you're like, come on, and you have to hurry there. Okay, so there are many things that can affect the resources available and stuff available, and it's a bit hard to explain, but I will try. Well, this is your ship, and this is your planet, and your planet is down here with a lot of things on it. So you have different types of structures here. This is a teleportation structure. We can teleport goods, like so, from you to the opponents. These here produce things. So if you put a timer there and it goes on it, you can place a yellow cube, like so. You can even get more stronger areas, like so, and you can upgrade this even further. So every time you activate this one, you will gain 3 cubes of these colors. So it's a very nice to upgrade your stuff, of course, but you have to spend time to do so. But and here you can place wanted orders or wanted items that you want. It's a bit complicated, but okay. Right now you want gray and brown. So another player can come to you and sell you a gray and brown cube, and then these will be given away to that player. To score points, you have to get rid of all the tokens in one color. So let's say you get rid of all except these 4, and you have a lot of other stuff. You still get 0 points because you have to get rid of these at least all of one color to score that color. To score the color, you need to gather these tokens from other players. So let's say that green has this in his home base, and you have this on your planet. First, you have to get the ship. Well, the order doesn't matter, but you have to have the ship travel to the green planet's home base, and to do so, you need to use a timer to move the ship, of course. Then you have to have the produce. So if you don't have the produce, you have to make it like so, and then you'll add a cube. And then after you have the produce, you have to transport it here and move it down here, oops, like so. And then you have to transport it from here to the green player's planet. So a lot of actions to do that. But if you do so, you gain these tokens here, and you have potentially scored now points for yellow and blue. But unless you get rid of the yellow and blue tokens here, you won't score anything. So the game is really about selling goods, producing goods, and asking for goods from other players. So did you understand anything of that? If you understood anything of that, all respect to you. This game is kind of confusing to begin with, and it's hard to know what to go for. But the game is all about communicating with your opponents. And everything that goes on here is chosen by the players. There is nothing random here except for these stacks here. They are shuffled, but anything during the game is not random. So let's say you are producing a lot of blue and yellow. So you have to ask other players. Okay, can you make a request for blue and yellow? I have 2 blues and 1 yellow. Can you make a request for that? And they go, okay, sure, I'll do that. And they'll place their timer on the demand section of their home planet. And then the next player says, oh, but I'm closer and I really want to sell you 3 browns and something. And oh yeah, sure, that sounds nice. And okay, you have to communicate, and everything here is communication and trying to convince the other players that they should help you instead. And of course they want to help you because they want to get rid of these colors. So, but maybe one player has 3 browns is a lot of things in one. It's hard to get rid of the 3s in the game, and it's. Well, you understand, it's a lot of hectic communication, and yes, the sand timers do give you a bit of time for each action, but you will notice that, okay, you don't have time. And yeah, everything in this game is about the timing. So let's say, I want this one. It's brown and yellow, says the green player. So he sets forward, puts it here, and wait for the timer to run out. You can go this way. And red, yeah, he wants this one, because this will make him have more demands on his home planet with less actions. So he's gonna point his ship this way and wait for the timer. So green goes here, but when green goes there, he has to make a choice. He either has to take this and place on his home planet, for later placing on here on the home planet. But if he already has a tile or doesn't want it, you have to take it anyway and put it on the bottom. So red goes, no, I wanted that one. Oh, okay, so red now, he has to move this way and he's pointing. So when his timer runs out, he goes here and he does this. And green goes, no, and oh, it was exactly the same tile on top. Lucky green. So he points here and goes this way. And flips it the sand timer. So maybe blue goes there as well, but maybe blue's over here and trying to negotiate with this player about which demands he want to have. But you have limitations on the board with the spaces. Spaces on your board is almost like a commodity. It's very expensive, very crucial. Let's say you produce a blue and a yellow cube here, and you have this tile here that you want to place out. So you put the timer there, and when it runs out, you can place this on a free space. And then I mean a free space. This isn't free, it has a cube, this has a tile. You can place it here, but then you have less influence markers later on, so you can place it here maybe. So you see, you can't get rid of them by throwing it away. You have to deliver them somewhere. So you have to make sure that another player is making a demand for the colors that you are producing. So maybe the player to the left has a demand for 2 yellows and a blue, maybe. It's all up to what you can negotiate. And you can't get rid of them in other ways. So here you have 2 tiles. You have to have a player come to you and give you a brown and a gray one, and then you can get rid of these and make space. So space is very hard to manage, and it's very important as well. So in a game with a lot of focus on time, and you have sand timers, are they identical in time? That is very important actually. So I have crafted a device here which will help us answer that right now. So let's see. Whoop. And Oops. Let's wait. Okay, so this one was like 6 seconds slower than this one, but it wasn't actually that bad. So the way I solved it is to to pair them up with the sand timers that takes longer with the one that are shorter, because it will add up during the game. So it's actually a very nice reduction. That these are so samey in time, but still it's not identical, but it's okay. You can work with it as long as you pair it up. Just make sure that you check it out before you play the game. And usually place them in bags like this. So I pair them up, take 2 eyeglasses with the purple pair, and so forth. So not bad at all. So that's Time and Space Zero. This game is quite unique. It works very well. There is a game before this, which I can't remember the name of. It's very similar, but this game really works. And I can't get enough of these sand timers here. Look at those. So many. This is from Pegasus Spieler or Spieler. I've heard that the Stronghold games version has more identical timers. It's only rumors and hearsay. I'm not sure if it's correct, but if it is, you should get that version. Absolutely. What I liked about this game is you have to communicate a lot with other players. Without communication, this game goes flat. And you will understand, okay, how can I get rid of the grey ones? Well, I have to produce grey cubes, and I have to make sure that the opponents produce grey cubes. So you both want to have grey that you demand and that you provide, because so one player should demand the cubes and the other should produce them, maybe, or other way around. You really have to communicate with other players and make deals with them, and do the best, because the time is limited to either 12 or 20 minutes depending on if you're playing the basic version or the full version. In the basic version you start with some factories and some produce already, but you have less time. In the full version you have nothing. You start on scratch, and you have to do everything by yourself, and I really prefer the full version. You have more time as well, 8 minutes more, and in that time you can do so much more, and everything is up to you players. So I really like that about this game, and the replayability value in this game is also very good, because you're never sure what the optimal strategy is. You just have to make sure that you cooperate with some players, maybe both. So the points in this game are based on the different tokens you can get from the different players. So with 3 players, you have a limited amount of tokens. You have two opponents, but with 4 players, you have 3 different resources you can get, and the points will just be that much higher with 4 players than with 3. So you see here we have 3 planets. And with 4 players, you just flip it over and you have 4 planets, and they are already placed around. You also have these points here, which are given to the player who first arrives at the planet, and it's 3 points. There is much going on in this game, and in the beginning it's very slow, and you're thinking, okay, it's not really that much, but okay. But the thing is, Stronghold Games has an app for this game, and many other games, with a timer, a built-in timer, and with music. Yeah, so you have background music, which really intensifies the stress level. It's not stress either, it's kind of like the tension. And it's like a retro music, a soundtrack, and it really works well. It fits the theme nicely with the artwork you see, and it really gives the game a lot of atmosphere with the app. So I highly recommend you using the app and not just a regular timer for the overall game. It just works, that's it. So I highly enjoy this game, and I can play it over and over, and the games are never the same. But of course it's a slow start, and but at least you have some entertaining with the background noise, and you can start communicating with our players and plan ahead what's going to happen. And still you cooperate with our players, but when you come into this point here, you can travel it, and he's ruining it by doing this, and there are so many elements in this game that really works, and I really enjoy it. So that's it. thanks for watching. I really hope you got a good look at this game and see if it's for you or not. I played this with Eurogamers and Ameritrashers, and they both seem to enjoy it, but the stress level can be a bit too much with the timer going on, and many people don't like that. But for me, this is a go game. It's a good game, I like it, I will play it a lot, I will keep it, and I will try to play it with other players. Okay, thanks for now, and please share and like and comment on this video. I really appreciate that. Thank you again for watching, and thanks a lot to my Patreon supporters. See ya!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.